Hey everybody, welcome to Free Handling Made AU, My Autistic Life. My name is Nisi. This is my channel and this is Big Sky, Montana. What is going on with my hat, y'all? Hat's a hot mess. I need to wet it and reshape it. This is my farmer's hat, y'all don't judge. Keeps the sun off me. Okay, so what am I doing? Okay, I'm not working on the garden yet, but I'm going to give you a quick tour here in just a second. I'm just going to show you what I'm working on right now, so hold tight. This is what I'm working on now. This is our irrigation ditch. So we've got water that comes from the pasture, which comes from the waterfall. And we have different ditches throughout the pastures to divert water to irrigate our pastures. Okay, so it's called flood irrigation for those of you that don't know. Anyway, that water has to go somewhere. And my father-in-law accidentally washed out his drive one day, and so he decided he needed to put in some piping and divert water to keep our driveway from washing out. So that's what it is. So the water goes down through here, all the way over here. It goes under that porch. This is the back steps. This is one of the steps to the patio, to the porch of our thing, and it follows through there. It goes all the way underneath this greenery, which I will be trimming that back, and then it goes under from here. It goes underground, and it comes out of this pasture, and the water goes down the ditch, down this fence, around where those trees are, and under the ground and into that pond. So I don't know why this fence is open. I think my husband has that open on purpose for deer. Okay, so, all right, so that's what I'm working on today. I have to get that done first before I can even think about doing my garden, because they're going to open up the flume and the water has to go somewhere. So that is what I'm doing today. Obviously, I won't be crocheting until tonight. And then, so once that is done, hubby has 13 fence posts we have to fix due to either elk or deer taking them down. So we got a lot of work ahead of us. This is probably our busiest time of year. Once summer hits, we can relax a little bit, because everything that has to get done now before we have cattle. That come, they feed off this pasture over here, this small pasture, and then back there is our back pasture. All of this has to be done before summer hits, you guys, because the cattle usually end up on this land about late June, early July. So hubby and I are going to be really busy, and little man's going to be busy because he's old enough now to help. We had him out here yesterday. he did fur baby poop duty to get the poop off this little spot over here where you go to the back pasture. So that's what he did yesterday, and then he helped with some leaves. And so obviously he can't help during the school day because he's at school, but on the weekends we put him to work. So it's good for him to get out in the fresh air, fresh mountain air. Anyway, so that's what I'm working on today. Stay tuned. I'm going to walk you to what I need to do for the gardens. Remember, don't judge me. These gardens have been sitting for about a year and a half. Nothing done to them because of my physical condition. And I finally had my surgery. And then once I had my surgery, I wasn't allowed to do anything. By the time I was able to start doing stuff, snow was on the ground. So stay tuned. This is the unprotected garden. All right, so we have this bush. See if I can, you guys can't really see very well probably, or maybe you can, I can't see. This bush, and this bush behind here are blueberry bushes, and it looks like we got some brand new shoots shooting up, so that is good news. I need to prune these. So we have 3 blueberry bushes, and then all of these were raspberry bushes, but they're dead, y'all, so I gotta get them digged up. They gotta be digged up. This whole garden has now been filled with grass. So I want to leave these blueberry bushes alone, but the rest of this needs to be dug up and tilled and done something with. I've got friends coming over to help me figure that out. Now let's take you to the other garden, the Fort Knox garden, I like to call it. Short, all of this was dirt. And you guys all saw nothing but dirt, but look, our beautiful ivy's growing in. Yay! It's coming in nicely. Spring has hit Montana early this year. All right, y'all, this is Fort Knox garden. I call it Fort Knox because, as you can see, the fence is 10 feet tall because deer and elk can jump very high. Very high. All right, so, oh, come on, fence. Hang on, you guys. All right, here it is. Let me zoom out so you can see. This is the mess. This is the garden. You see what happens, and this is just less than 2 years, and look what happens. So, and if you look really close, you can see strawberries. That right there, that's a strawberry. Those are strawberry plants. The strawberries have gone rogue through this whole garden. I have a ton of work and it is overwhelming. The first year I gardened, I had tomatoes there. As you can see, they never got pulled out of the ground. And we've got trees growing. We got trees growing everywhere due to, you know, all of these trees up here dropping their seeds. So yeah, this is a hot mess. This is our blueberry cage. This monstrosity right here is not a blueberry, and I have to get it out so my blueberries can breathe. So if I have time today, I'm going to take care of that at the very latest tomorrow. But my blueberries do have some nice green new shoots coming up and looking good. I do need to prune and get the old stuff out of there. And I have buds already on my blueberries. See, they're little tiny buds. There's a bud right there. So they're already growing in. And over towards that back area over there are either tulips or daffodils. And oh my goodness, there's strawberries too. How did a strawberry plant end up in here? You have got to be kidding me. Anyway, so for those of you that don't know, there are certain kind of flowers that are invasive, and the tulip is one of them. The tulips were originally planted, I want to say, over in this other area, and they have made it all the way down here. And I don't know how to dig them up and get them out of there. So I'm going to have to find out because they're buried deep, and it's one bulb has made several different bulbs. Like, it's a whole root system. It's crazy. I've never seen anything like it. I've never gardened. I've never been around a whole lot of plant life. I'm a city girl, so I'm learning all of this. And the blueberries don't need to be taken. They need to breathe. They don't need anything taking any nutrients from the soil from them. So I got to figure all that out. So when I told you guys I had a lot to do and this garden was a hot mess, I was not kidding. I was not exaggerating. Now you guys know. With that said, I've got to go. I got to get that irrigation done, and it's getting hotter by the minute. This is unseasonably hot weather here in Montana this time of year. This time last year, we had 2 feet of snow still on the ground everywhere, not even melted. And it's like a summer day today. This is summer weather right now. It is going to be up to 78 degrees by 1 p.m. today. Very unusual weather. We can still get snow between now and June. So I'm not planting, but I got way too much prepping to do. So we'll see. I may not grow anything this year. It may be all nothing but clearing land out. It is what it is. Maybe I'll do something in a container in the front of the cabin where I get good sunlight. I don't know. Anyway, it is what it is. So we will see what happens. Until then, I will catch you guys later. I got lots of work to do. Deep breath. I'm out of breath. I've been busy. Love from Big Sky. Always remember, dare to be you, dare to be different. Bye, everybody.